You're going to talk about how to calculate the area of your room so that you can pick out the flooring and know how much flooring you need. And then we're going to talk about how to find the surface area of the walls so that you can figure out how much paint that you need. So to find the area of your room, you're just going to do the area of the rectangle. So to do that, we do the length times the width. So we're going to do 13 times 17. So 13 times 17 is 221. So that means, so it's 221 square feet. So when I am looking at Lowe's or Home Depot or Menards for flooring, I'm going to go to flooring. You can pick whatever flooring that you want. So if I pick the laminate flooring, wait while it loads, and say I choose this particular floor. So I talked about it in class a little bit yesterday, but this price right here, this is not the price that we're going to use. We have to look right here where it says purchase price, $50.61, and then we have to look at how much does it cover. Okay, so we're going to round that up to 17 square feet. So we have to figure out, well, how many boxes of it do we need? So we have to divide this number by 17. Well, since 17 was one of my numbers that I used, I know that I have to buy 13 boxes. So what I would do is I go to my spreadsheet, I type in my laminate flooring, which I already typed it in. It was the 5061, but I need 13 boxes. So under quantity, I'm going to type in 13 and hit enter. And then it will change your subtotal, your tax, and your total. So we spent $703.99 on flooring. You do not have to pick that particular type of flooring. Again, you can pick any type of flooring that you want. You could have tile, you could have laminate flooring, you could have actual hardwood floors, you could get carpet if you want to. I believe with carpet that it actually just tells you the square footage, and that's what you go with. So let's look at that real quick. So on this particular one, it gives you $288 per square foot. So that is the price that you would go with on this particular carpet. So if we had a room that was, let's go back to this one. If we had a room that was 12 by 14, we would do 12 times 14. So 12 times 14 is 168. So if I wanted to use that same that same laminate flooring, I would do the 168 divided by 17, because one box of flooring covers 17 square feet. So 168 divided by 17 is 9.9 rounded. And so that would mean that we would have to round up and we would have to buy 10 boxes of flooring if that were the room size. Those of you that have the weird shaped room that looks like this, what you're going to do is you're going to cut this little piece off. You're going to find the area of this. So this particular one, I would do 13 times 13, which is 169. Then I'm going to find the area of this, which is 12. Then I'm going to add those two numbers together, and I get 181. So 181 square feet for this particular room size. Okay. So let's go back and let's talk about how do we figure out how much paint we need for our room. Okay. So this is just the floor in our room, and so you additionally have your walls that come off of every side of the room. That one's a little crooked, but that's okay. Okay, so we are going to say that we have 8-foot tall ceilings. So that means that from the floor to the ceiling is 8 feet. Okay, so when you're looking at your little room design, I know they're not even, but we're going to pretend. You just have to draw the walls additionally. So this side is going to be 8 feet. This is going to be 8 feet. This is 8 feet. And this is 8 foot. Okay? So all we have to do is we have to multiply. Okay? 8 times 17. So just a second. 8 times 17 is 163. Oops. So if this side is 163, that means that this side is 163. Then we have to do 8 times 13 for this wall. So 8 times 13 is 104. So if this side is 104, then this side has to be 104. So all we're going to do to figure out how much space we have on our wall is we're going to do 163 plus 163 plus 104 plus 104. So if I add those together, I get 444. Okay, so we're going to go back to Lowe's. We're going to go to the paint department, and we're going to pick paints and primers. You need to pick a paint that already has a primer in it. We need to shop interior paints. Okay, so you need to pick which type of finishing do you want. So these ones are kind of, these little dots they give you are kind of hard. So you can Google the different paint finishes to kind of see, but you pick which one you want. We're going to go with satin. So all of these paints are white paint. So you have to pick the paint that you want to use. So let's Google paint with primer. Or search paint with primer. Okay. So let's go with this first one that pops up. So we have a satin finish. We're going to change it to 1 gallon. Okay. So if you go down to the specifications and you look down here, it says maximum coverage area is 400 square feet. So we figured out that our room is 444 square feet. So that means that I have to buy 2 of these gallons of paint. So I would go back to my spreadsheet and I would type in paint. We're going to type in the cost of the paint, which is $30.98. And we need 2 gallons. So for quantity, we're going to type in 2. So then that would calculate our quantity. So then to figure out the color that you want, just type up here. So if I want purple paint, I'm going to type in purple paint and search that. So now it's going to give me all of the different shades of purple that I can choose. We do not need to worry about this $3.98 price because that's just for a small sample. We just have to figure out what color of purple that you want, and you are going to take a screenshot of just that color and put it in your slideshow. All right, so that is how you calculate the paint. Oh, let me talk real quick about this. If If you do not have this weird shape, you can go ahead and just start searching for flooring and paint. If you have this shape of a room, keep listening so we can talk about it. It's the same thing, okay? We still have our 8-foot walls. You just have more walls to choose from. Okay, so I'm going to pull this one out. Oops, that should go there. Okay, and then it's going to be 3 feet by 8 feet, and we need to times that by 2 because you have 2 walls that are 3 feet by 8 feet. So we would do 13 times 8, 13 times 8, 13 times 8, which here we figured out that was 104. So we're going to do 104 plus 104 plus 104. So then this wall right here, it's going to be 28. Or I'm sorry, not 28, 24. So we have 2 walls that are 24. Okay. This wall right here is 4 by 8. So 4 by 8 is 32. So we have a wall that is 32. Then we have these 2 walls that are 4.5 by 8, which is, I believe, 36, but I'm going to double check. Yep. So then we have plus 36 plus 36. So we're just going to add all of those together. So we get 464. So again, we would still need 2 gallons of paint. All right. So work on this for the rest of class. If you end up finishing your paint and your flooring, go ahead and start looking for your mattress and your bedroom furniture. All right.